Give it up for the one and only Gina
Hey, bitches! What's going on? I had to bring up my birth because I didn't want anyone to take my antidepressants. Oh my gosh, I wasn't ready. I didn't think I was next. I thought there was one more comic because we don't have enough comics here tonight. How's it going? Good? Oh, hi, Eva. There's my roommate. Everyone give it up for my roommate! I was looking for you so you could hold my purse. Thank you. I couldn't find you. Eva and I are teachers. We're special ed teachers. Because we're very special. I prefer being a special ed teacher than a regular ed teacher because when I was a special ed teacher, a regular ed teacher, they were really rude, and special ed kids are not packing. You know what I'm saying? I'm not talking about luggage, I'm talking about guns. So it's way, way, way better. And some people think that they're not that bright, but I've met people from the Midwest and they're not that smart. You know what I'm saying? So it's way, way better. And then somebody said to me, Gina, I can't believe you teach at that school. What happened? What? Yes?
I said Midwest people are stupid.
What? The Midwestern people are stupid? Ooh. I was born in Madison, Wisconsin. Now what, bitch? Although there's something to be said for a stand-up comedian being smart or not, I don't know, because, that's... So, I don't really have a bright future. That's what I'm trying to say. That was, you totally took away my punchline, and this is being recorded. That's great. All right. Because that was my thing. Somebody said, Gina, I can't believe you teach at that school with those kids who don't have a bright future. And I'm like, listen, I'm a 59-year-old grandma who does stand-up comedy. Maybe bright futures aren't my thing. I didn't already say that joke, did I? Okay, sometimes that happens. Especially now at these days. But anyway, I used to be a regular ed teacher way out in the ghetto, Lancaster, California. And this is like way before COVID. This was like, before computers. And I would get so stressed out. So those kids are so mean, so I'd start smoking cigarettes before I go into work. And then I get there and I smell like cigarettes, and the students, she's like, Miss Manning, you're a teacher. Why do you smoke? Why do I smoke? To cover up the smell of vodka on my breath. Smoking cigarettes is still legal. Drinking on the job, that's frowned upon. And comedians always say to me, they're like, Gina, you got to change that line from vodka to whiskey because you can't smell vodka. You can when I drink it. It's a joke. It's a comedy show. It's all right. I always used to have to worry about the test scores. Miss Manning. Scores are too low. I said, listen, you didn't give me any Asian students. It's racist, it's true. Okay, just read your data. And then, of course, I get it because, blonde, right? Teaching with kids of color, they're very concerned. Miss Manning, are you racist? I said, no.
Racist over here look good.
He's always trying to screw up my punchline. Racist? Okay, and you're Asian. And that was actually part of my joke. Do you want to hear it? Oh, I already said that part, didn't I? All right, never mind. You been drinking?
Yes. No.
Might I recommend a martini or something? All right, what's your name, sir?
My name is Tom.
Hi, Tom. Nice to meet you. I'm Gina. Just doing a comedy show up here. That's okay. Thank you. At least you're talking to me. I do this for attention, so thank you very much. I appreciate it. I'm really excited to be here. So I'm so excited I actually got Botox. I am frowning. And I shaved, so you're welcome. Couldn't do anything about the breasts, but anyway. Well, anyway, in spite of Tom, it's great to be here. Away from my own kids. and their respective fathers, whoever they may be. These are the jokes, Tom. Definitely not one of the fathers. I can't believe I'm actually looking for a date too, and then Tom enters my life. Oh my gosh. This is why I've been single for so long. Anyway, I did get married, and so I did have kids, and I have 2 babies' daddies. I don't know. I'm just telling this to Tom so he'll leave me alone. I raised them on my own. I would get really stressed out. I would get so stressed out that I would take them and I'd just leave them at the IKEA childcare. They'd think I was shopping, and then it closed, and then things got really bad. But anyway, at least I didn't leave them in the car, right? I learned that the hard way. You're supposed to roll the windows down, apparently. These are the jokes, Tom. It's okay. Aren't you glad now I'm not interested in you? All right. Anyway, so I really have given birth to 5 kids that I know of. Thank you very much. The youngest 2 are twins, boy and a girl, 1 of each species. I did not use fertility drugs. It was a roofie. It was a great year for wine, so I called them Merlot and Mary Jane. My other kids are called Cab, El Jimador, and Mai Tai with an umbrella. So it was hard to raise them. They were I knew my kids were going to be lazy because of all the epidurals, you know. And I come home from a long day of work. My daughter, she's like, this is Mary Jane. She's like, Mom, I'm so tired. I did the dishes all day. Really, you wash paper plates? See, I'm not really good at housekeeping, Tom, so that's okay. I bought my twin skateboards during COVID. How many times do you think they rode them?
I'll take care of you.
Well, now you're talking, Tom. You know we teachers are broke, although I'm not sure which kind of taking care of you're talking about. What kind of taking? I'm afraid to ask. Never mind. All right. Okay, so we were talking about let's talk about my dating life, shall we? Okay. See, Tom, I learned, okay, I don't throw myself at men anymore. I throw things at them. One time I threw my purse at a guy, and when he realized I'm a teacher, he threw it back at me. With an AARP card and a Denny's coupon. No, I did. I had a date at Denny's once. It wasn't with Tom, but it was about 20 years ago, and this guy's like, so how many kids do you have? And I said, don't talk with your mouth full. He's like, I'm not looking for a mother figure. I'm looking for a lover, so I'm going to go home. And I said, oh, really? Well, when you get there, you can just go to your room. Without supper. So after that, I dated a vegetarian. Said he doesn't eat anything with a face, and I said, that's a shame. Peekaboo, Tom! You guys are so dirty. No, but I really didn't date for a long time, because men are afraid of women who have a lot of kids, right? They're afraid of that. So I'm going to start telling men that I have 2 kids, because the older ones are grown and I can pass them off as roommates. And then if my date asks me why my roommates are so messy, I'll just say, I don't know, I wonder who their mom is. Probably somebody who would never date somebody named Tom. Anyway. But it was so sad and lonely being a single. It really was. So I tried to take care of myself, because I realized single moms need more than just happy hour. And so I joined this organization called Parents Without Partners, also known as Losers Without Lovers, Sluts Without Sitters. It's where I advertise myself as a MILF. Middle income loser female. Broke over 50 doesn't put out, "Who wants to date me?" Tom. Oh, you're a good guy. Thanks for hanging out, Tom. I really appreciate it. Anyway, I got married, anybody in here married? I didn't think so. This is University Heights. You're all very young. You should stay unmarried while you're young. But first time I was proposed to, I was only 16. I was at a concert. I needed a ride home, and I'm like, whatever. And then the second time I was proposed to, the guy couldn't afford a ring, but I said yes. Do you know why?
Why?
Because I'm not shallow.
Yes!
I'm desperate. Tom, I mean, I just kind of married whoever wanted to marry me first, and that's what happened. And then now I'm getting older. I feel comfortable in my own skin. That's a good part. The bad part is nobody wants to see it. Wow, except for that person. That didn't sound like Tom either, so. Actually, now I'm scared. Okay. But don't you think our society is ageist? Because I do, especially in Southern California. Like, if you're a senior citizen in America, if you're 65. In California, it's 55. And then if Hollywood had their way, it'd be 39.
25.
Right. 25. Oh, now you guys are feeling old at 25? Stop it. Is she?
Leonardo DiCaprio is like starting to play bucks.
I'm so glad you're able to bring your own booze here. I think that's great. Wow. I wish I had some bourbon for my chamomile tea, but girl, all right, she's got her cleavage and putting on her lipstick. So I think what you're saying about Leonardo DiCaprio is that he won't date a woman unless she's under 25.
Yeah, which is fucking...
Yeah, no, that's right. Everyone give a thumbs down. That is right. Because then at my age, who am I going to date? Like a 90-year-old, right? That's just wrong. Tom So Tom, are you saying you're 90 or are you just... How old are you, Tom?
I'm available.
He's available. Well, I'm blushing. I mean, I don't know. That's great. Let's talk after the show, Tom. Let's talk. All right. What do you do for a living, Tom? Not that it's ever mattered to me in my life, but...
It doesn't matter what I do.
Oh, it doesn't matter what he does. Like really works at the CIA or something? You're a teacher's aide? Wait, I don't get it. I'm speechless. I guess my life will be different after tonight, won't it? Thank you for being here. I'm not even sure if I can go on with the show, Tom.
I might just fly you back out to the Midwest.
You're gonna fly me back out to the Midwest where it's snowing? Hell no. All right. Wisconsin. I only lived there till I was 4, Tom. I don't even remember it, but thanks. I love San Diego. But we can talk later after the show. I don't even know where I'm going now. Well, you're welcome. No, thank you, Tom. I can't thank you enough. I'm not even sure what I'm thanking you for, but this has been a lot of fun. So anyway, yeah. Oh, you're going to love this, Tom. You want to hear about my mom, my parents? My parents just celebrated their 50th wedding anniversary of divorce. Divorce, Tom. Yeah, and you would, come on, nobody gets up on stage and does like, stand-up comedy if they lived a normal life. Did you hear about my mom? Oh my gosh, now the show's only between me and Tom. I gotta stop looking over there. Anyway, so my mom, the dancer, she's always trying to help me with my teaching job. And she's like, Gina, you have to have Smokey the Bear come to your school. Smokey the Bear, like the one with the matches and don't start a forest fire. I said, we have way worse problems than the 50s, Mom, like school shootings, sex trafficking, right? So I said, okay, well, I'll just get on a little bear costume and go, hey, boys and girls, only you can stop school shootings. Make sure you run and hide, but don't do it in a white van. That was new. What do you think, Tom? That was my new bit for the night. You're welcome. All right. Thank you. Okay. Anyway, so my mom, I'm so glad that my parents are still living, even though they're so my mom's, isn't that wonderful? You're gonna live a long time. So this whole under the 25-year, I was like, women live. You're gonna live like you're probably gonna live till you're 100. So just like get over it. Just enjoy your life. Just women. I know you have to do a lot, like the lip and I know. Just bear with it. Just do what you have to do, because Tom might enter your life. You never know. There's always hope, and even if you have to lower your expectations. I'm totally open. But so when I was a little girl, my parents split up, and then my mom decided she needed a job, and so she became a stripper. Fun, Tom? So it was very, taboo back then, of course, and so none of the neighborhood kids were allowed to play with me, and none of the neighborhood dads were allowed to play with my mom. And we had to pay for everything in dollar bills, we were freezing, we went to school in pasties, and, it was ridiculous that none of the neighborhood kids could, play with me. It's not like my mom was a prostitute, That was my grandma. She lived next door. Anyway, but can you imagine what career day was like for me? Yeah, all the other neighborhood boys, they invited their dads. They were plumbers, lawyers, doctors. My mom knew all of them. She got in the teacher's desk, did a little dance, passed the tip jar. I made the honor roll. During my high school graduation, when I turned my tassel, she twirled hers. And I know what you're thinking. You're like, Gina, was your mom really a stripper? Yes, my mom was really a stripper. I didn't make that up. Oh, let me think of these. No, it was traumatizing. How could you not believe my mom was a stripper when you see all these other people up on TikTok showing their tits? How could you not believe that, right? Doesn't it ever I'm sorry, I said the T word. But I mean, that's what they're doing, right? Was that okay to say the T word? Okay, well, anyway, it was hard going to take your daughter to work day with my mom, because that's, I look on the stage and all the women are wearing bikinis with no bikinis, and it was just weird. So anyway, my mom and I are still very close. She's at the Washup Retirement Home for Strippers. She makes really cute G-strings there. But anyway, she is the one who made me take drama class, where I probably wouldn't be doing stand-up comedy right now, because I was very, very shy. So she forced me to take it. And I'm like, I'm not going to do it. Well, then I got the bug. Well, then I auditioned for the talent show in high school. And I sang the song, You Light Up My Life. You know that song? You light up my life. Okay, right? Debbie Boone, she said, right? And then my friend from drama class, he's like, hey, you want to tell some jokes and we'll host the show? And I said, sure. And so that producer bitch is like, Gina, you can only do one or the two. And what do you think I chose?
Tassels.
The tassels, yes. You're so smart. That's right. I didn't. I chose the stand-up, and you see where it has me now, talking to Tom. So I was just wondering if, as I exit the stage, if I could just do a few bars. Thank you. And I'm a different person now, so I'm going to sing Tom's favorite, which is You Make Me Feel Like a Natural Woman. Just a cappella, because I'm a teacher. I don't have any of that fancy equipment, so get over it. Okay. All right, you ready? What did he say? Something about a substitute?
The teacher's aide.
The teacher's aide. I'll just keep going. Yeah, okay. All right. This song is good to do. All right. Okay, how's it going? Wait, I'm not there yet. Oh, I got You Light Up My Life stuck in my head right here. Okay, right. How does it go again? No, shh! I know. Tom's got my brain all flustered. Now I got Respect in my head. Now I'm not really sure what song I'm singing. Because I don't have the music. You can help me out here. No, that's You Light My Life. Okay, I'll just do the chorus. Okay. I can't believe I can't remember the first 3 lines of that song. I sing it in my head all the time, like on the way to the show, like, ooh, they're really gonna love this. And and then I'm like, can't even remember the words because all right. You make me feel, you make me feel, you make me feel like a natural woman. That was exhausting. Thank you. You guys have had a lot of fun. Thank you so much.